Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. We're in the month of February 2023. Our theme for this month is the art of slowing down. So, what that really encapsulates is the art of slowing our mind down, slowing maybe a little bit of our breathing rate down, slowing the movement of the body. But I think sometimes the mental part is really hard. So I want you to put your thinking cap on today because we are really going to be focusing on every single movement that we do. It's not going to be just going with the flow because, as you know, sometimes we get an exercise going and we can just be on autopilot and not think about what we're doing. So there's going to be a lot of mind and body association in today's class. We'll start with the full form, the 8 form of our Tai Chi. And it's been a few weeks since we've actually did the whole form from start to finish. So this is going to be very slow so that I can cue you. You can feel like you're ready for the next form as we move forward. Then we will have light hand weights where we'll combine some movements, upper and lower body, with a slow fashion of moving. So let's come to feet about hips distance apart. And just for a moment, close your eyes and come inside. And come inside in a way that you remove any external distraction and focus inward on you. This class is about you. It's about moving the way your body moves at the ability that you have today. Stand with a little bit more erect posture. See if you can fine tune that just a little bit by lengthening up through the crown of the head, slightly drawing your shoulders back and standing very proud of who you are today in this moment. And then we'll blink our eyes open as we come into our opening of our Tai Chi form. We step out with the right foot. The arms float up about halfway. And as they float down, we softly sink into the knees. And we're really grounding ourselves down into the earth. Come into right ball as we step to the right side and tap the left foot. We're holding our ball with the right hand on top. We'll slightly prep to the right, so it's a little bit of a rotation. As we come in to roll the ball, step out to the left and take your time before you plant the foot. Then as you do, roll the ball with the arms and tap the right foot in to left ball. Slightly rotate to the left. Slowly step out with the right. Take your time to plant that foot. Find your balance. Rolling the ball to the left. Part the wild horse's mane. We'll prep to the right again. Now we step out with that left foot on a diagonal, striking the heel as we part the mane, gazing toward the left fingertips. Shift your body weight back to the right foot and pivot on your left heel, turning your foot forward. Come into left ball. Tapping the right foot, find your balance. Prep to that left side. Slowly we'll step out with the right foot, parting the mane. Shift your body weight back into your left foot to pick up the right toes. Pivot on the heel to face forward. Tap the left foot in. We're in right ball. Now we're going to make a little hook with our finger for single whip. So we will slightly rotate to that right side. We're making that hook out to the side as we step the left foot directly out to the side. Shift your body weight into that foot and then block the left palm away from you. Shift your body weight back into the right foot. Let the hook go. And we pivot on the right heel or left heel. Stepping into left ball, we tap the right toes. Now make this little hook. Prep and rotate to the left. Send your hook out to the left side. Take your gaze to the right. Step that right foot out and block away. Shift your body weight back as we let the hook go, pivoting on the right foot. Come into right ball. Now we'll wave hands like clouds. So we start to take 3 slow steps to the left as the arms begin to pass across one another in front of our body. You can add a nice rotation side to side. The steps don't need to be big. On our 3rd step, we come into that left ball and pause. Make a little prep. Waving hands like clouds or cloud hands. 3 steps. On our 3rd step, we come in back into right ball and hold. Preparing for repulse monkey. This is our form that moves backward. So as we start to reach this left foot behind us, reach it out, strike the ball of the foot, shift your body weight back and open your arms. Take the palm forward, back palm rotates up and look back behind you. Now really pull your toes up on that right foot. Now as you step backward with your right foot, come in to left ball. Step back with that right foot. Reach it behind you slowly. Open out, block the front hand, palm up of the back hand. Pull the toes up on that left foot. Feel the shin muscle working. Step the left foot back into right ball. Brush knee. So brush knee, this bottom hand will slide across the thigh. So we'll prep a little bit. Step out on a slight diagonal with that left heel striking and take that bottom arm, brush it across and push forward with the right arm. I want you to feel your abs really engage here. Then as you shift your body weight back to the right foot, pick up the left toes, and we have to do a roll the ball to come into left ball position. We prep to that left side. It's the bottom arm that brushes the knee as we step out and block. Shift your body weight back to pick up the right toes. Roll the ball with your arms to come back into right ball. Fair lady works the shuttles. We rotate slightly to the right, step out on the diagonal, and we block the sun with our hands. So the palms turn away from us. The arms are lifted any amount. Shift your body weight back as we pick up the toes. This right hand is going to scoop underneath as we come into left ball. Prep. Step out slowly. The hands pass each other, then we block the sun. So right hand is on top. Shift your body weight back to pivot on the heel. This left arm is going to scoop underneath as we step in. Then our last form, grasp the peacock's tail. This is our long form. We'll take it slowly. Prep to the right. As we step out to that left diagonal, we let the arms just reach across. As we shift our body weight into that right foot, pick up the left toes and let the arms trace down the peacock's tail. Push hands so the wrists intersect as we press away, bending that left knee again. Then we pull the arms back. The fingertips are slightly lower than the wrists. And we reach forward and through with that double block. As you shift back into the right foot, let the fingertips trace forward. We pivot on the heel. Step the right foot in as we come into left ball. Pause there for a moment. I'm just going to step back about a step so you can see my feet. We'll prep there to the left side. Step out on the diagonal and just let your arms just trace across. This is very flowing and smooth. Shift back in, pick up the toes, trace it down the tail. Push hands, the wrists intersect. They can touch or stay slightly parted. Draw back, let the fingertips just trace along just an imaginary object and then press it away. Shift back, pivot on the heel, step to the right into right ball. Then we finish our form, stepping the left foot out, hands come to the shoulders. And then we brush away anything negative we no longer need in our life, send it off. Let the arms float down as we step the right foot back in. Close your eyes and find your best posture. Blink your eyes open. Job well done. Wonderful mind-body connection, great warm-up, and a good grounding exercise to bring us into our routine today. So I'd like for you to start with fairly light weights as we move into a complex grouping of exercises. As you try it, maybe with your lighter ones, you can always go up. So I'm going to introduce a pattern of movements with your arms, with your legs, and then we'll be putting these together very slowly. So start to stand in that good posture and rotate your shoulders, open in the front, and this will present your palms forward. We'll do a bicep curl and notice the angle of my arms. So typically we do a curl with the arms in front of our body. So we have a little bit of lateral rotation. From this curl, reach your arms away from you. You can completely straighten or keep them slightly bent. Then we bring the arms slowly to the front. Feel your chest engage, and then lower the arms back down. And we'll do two more. So we start with the shoulders back. Palms go forward. We bend the elbows into our bicep curl. We press slowly away. We start to close the arms in front of our body. And then resist gravity as we come down slowly. It's very easy to drop the arms quickly and let gravity do the work for us. Stand in that good posture, rotate your shoulders, curl. Press and extend any amount. Maybe you're just right here today. Bring the arms forward and lower down. So we have that slightly in our muscle memory. You can bring the weights to your chest as we do the leg action. So with the legs, we're going to stand with our feet about hips distance apart. It's in more of a narrow stance. We'll slowly sink down into a squat and think about the placement of your knees. Sometimes we knock in, so I want you to align those knees directly with the second and third toes. Now from here, not rising up, take your right foot and step it out wider. So now you're in a wide squat. From here, we'll rise back up, slow, slow, slow. And then as we step back over to the left, slightly pick up your right foot and step it back in. So this involves a lot of balance. We'll try it on the left side. Come down slowly into your squat. This slow movement gives you time to really focus on your positioning and your muscle contraction. Now we step the left foot wider, so you've got to shift your body weight. Step out into a wide squat. Press up slowly. And then as we step back in, lift this leg up and close. All right, so what I want to do is put the arms and the legs together but not simultaneously. The arms will move first, then the legs will move with each movement. So stand tall, rotate those shoulders. We'll do our bicep curl first. Slowly. From here, you'll do your squat. So sink down any amount. The arms extend. We step with the right foot out into a wider squat, so it involves balance and control. Now the arms glide forward. The legs press up. The arms lower. And the leg lifts and steps in. Find your alignment, bicep curl with the lateral plane. Squat. Extending slowly with the arms. Now the left foot needs to step, so shift your body weight slightly to the right. Pick it up. Step it out. Arms move forward. Legs rise up. Arms descend. Leg steps in, but lift it. And come back to start. Let's do that one more time on each side. Arms first. And we can slightly pick up the pace. This is still very slow. Legs go down. Arms extend. Right foot steps out wide. Arms trace forward. Legs press up. Arms lower. Step to the right, lift. Nope, step to the left, lift. I have to keep my mind on which side I'm on. Come to center. Okay, let's curl and sink. Press. Step out left. Close the arms. Rise up. Lower the arms. Lift that left leg up as we step in and finish. So let's pause for a moment and just check in. Are these weights that you selected okay for you? Do you want to try something a little heavier? Do you need to go down? So I have 3s and I'm going to move up to my 5s here. Just see if I can challenge a little bit more. I might have to modify the distance that I open my arms out. So now we are going to do the legs first. So I want you to stand tall, roll those shoulder blades back, and sit into your squat first. Then we do our bicep curl on the angle. Right foot steps out. Arms extend. We press up from the legs, slow, intentional movement. Arms close in. Now we have to keep them up as we bring that right foot back in. And then the arms finish by descending. So this is a whole different ballgame, starting with the legs first. Makes it a lot different. Stand tall, pull those shoulder blades back. We squat. We curl on that angled plane. Hold this as the left foot steps wide. Now the arms extend. Slow. Press up out of the legs. Take your time. The arms have to work isometrically here. Slowly close the arms forward. Hold them there as we shift and lift. And then we lower down. We've got one more, starting with legs first. Squat. One more on each side. Curl. So while we're curling, we're holding an isometric squat. Step out to the right. Shift your body weight so you can pick up that left foot. Step it. Stay low in your squat as you extend your arms. Pull in your abdominals. Now peel yourself up like you're pushing against a resistance. Slowly bring the arms forward. Now I'm feeling these 5-pounders. Lift that right leg up and step in. Slowly lower down. Try not to let it go quickly. And then one more time, shoulders back. We'll squat first. Then we'll curl on the ankle. Pick up your left foot by shifting into the right leg. Step out wider, stay low. Slowly extend the arms. Now imagine you have big rubber bands around your shoulders and they're anchored in the floor and you're pushing away and stretching those bands up. Close in. I'm starting to feel shaking in those arms. Shift into the right foot to pick up the left. And then we finish as we lower down. All right, pause for a moment, maybe a couple of shoulder rolls. How are you doing with your weight choice? So what we've been doing is putting the arms and legs separate. So now we are going to sequentially, or put them together. What's the word I'm looking for? Simultaneously, we'll do the arms and the legs for these movements. So start in your good posture. As you squat, we curl. We're still going very slow, but now arms and legs are moving simultaneously. Okay, this is a tough one. As we step out to the right, the arms are going to extend out. Now, as we come up, the arms will close together. And then as we lift up, the arms are coming down at the same time. And we finish. So that one's a little tougher on balance because the arms are moving while the legs are moving. Let's try it again on the other side. Stand tall, squat as you curl. Now really think about this. You have to step your left foot out as your arms are extending. Now you're rising up as the arms are closing. And then we have to lift that left leg back up and step in as the arms are lowering. Ooh. Okay, I want to do 2 more rounds. I'm going to go back down to my 3s. Just take a moment and make sure that you're not tensing everything up. So I don't want you to squeeze your weights really hard or clench your jaw or wiggle your eyebrows. I want everything to be relaxed and focus on your breathing. And I haven't told you when to inhale or exhale. So let's try that. So as we squat and bend your elbows, let's go ahead and inhale here. As we step out to the right and extend the arms, we'll exhale. Inhale to rise up and close. Exhale to step back in. Now that might pick up our speed a little bit if we're trying to do one breath, one movement. So if you don't want to breathe that way, that's okay. You can breathe more often and go slower with the body. Shoulders back. Inhale. Left foot, exhale. Inhale. Left foot, exhale. All right, so I'd like to reverse the breath. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, squat. Step the right foot out. Inhale. Exhale to come up. Step in, inhale. And exhale to relax. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squat, curl. Left foot steps out as the arms extend. Inhale. Exhale to come up and close the arms. Inhale, left foot. Exhale to relax. One more round on each side with that style of breath. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to squat. Right foot steps out. Breathe in. Breathe out to come up, closing the arms. Breathe in to step the right foot in. Breathe out to reset. One more to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot steps out. Breathe in. Exhale, rise up. Inhale. And exhale. So what I want to do is a little experiment. I'm not going to cue the breathing, but we are going to do these movements much quicker, just for a feel of the difference in your body alignment, in your connection with your core, and your ability to maintain control with the weights. So we'll stand up, tall, squat, right foot, close, step in, squat, left foot, close, step in. Two more each side, squat, extend, close, step in, squat, left foot, close, step in, one more each side, right foot, last time, left foot, now just stand there and check in. I want in your mind to describe to yourself a few words about the difference you felt. And they can be positives, they can be negatives, they can be neutral, but that's a discussion I'd like to have today after class if you have the opportunity to stay on. And if you don't, a conversation that you can just send me a couple little adjectives of the difference, how you felt going fast versus the art of moving slow with that pattern. Okay, I want you to have a couple of pairs of weights again as we bring our mat down to the floor. We're going to take a few movements that are similar to what we just did. They'll trace a pattern of movements. We're going to do those slow. We'll do them in different orders. with the arms and the legs. So I'm going to bring my 3s down and my 5s. Some of you might like to go heavier. I think this is going to be good for me today. So I want you to get comfortable on the floor, on your mat. And we'll start to ground in this position because we've turned our body from standing to a different position, different orientation. So once you come down, I want you to take your time and just recheck in and see how you're feeling. Relax everything there and breathe. So it's kind of a concept too that we don't have to jump right into the next exercise each and every time. We can take a moment to clear our thoughts, to put behind us what we just did, and now to take our focus in an entirely different direction. And sometimes that takes a momentary reset. And again, we'll start with our light hand weights, and we can always go up, and I want you to learn this arm movement. So this arm movement starts with the arms, hands parallel to one another above the chest. And what I really want you to be careful of when you hold your arms up is to not put them over here above your face. And sometimes there's that tendency because we're looking at them, so we want them right in front of our eyes, but that's not the correct alignment when we're doing these exercises supine. So I want you to pull them down so your face is not actually looking at the weights, it's looking up toward the ceiling, and you have your weights down over the lower part of your chest. So from here, we'll slowly bend the elbows. They're staying parallel. And our elbows are almost going to touch the mat, if that feels okay for your shoulders. And then you're going to open just the weights. So your elbows are staying close to each other, but your weights go farther apart. So you're making kind of a V shape. From that position, extend your arms out and away from you on that same angle and plane. And then slowly with the arms straight, we'll pull back up. Nice compound movement. So slowly the elbows bend to about 90 degrees and they come down toward the mat. Then we rotate the arms out. The elbows are still close to the waist. Check in and make sure this is okay on your shoulders. Then extend the arms out and away from you. Then pull them back up. We'll do that twice more. And wherever you want to breathe is okay here. Open, open. So this is going to activate that rotator cuff a bit. Then the arms extend. This activates our pecs, chest muscles in front of the shoulders, and then we pull up. And one more time, we lower down. We open out. We extend. And we come up. So now clear your thoughts because we are going to reverse the direction of these movements. So now the arms just open with them straight. Take your time, go slow. Resist gravity. Now this one we have to think about because the arms are going to stay at this angle, but we start to bend our elbows as they come in close to the rib cage. Then we bring our hands back to a line parallel with one another. Elbows are bent 90 degrees, and we press up and open. Keep the arms wide as we pull our elbows in close to our waist. Close the arms towards one another, parallel. Knuckles are facing the ceiling, and press up. 2 more. open. You can inhale here. Hold the elbows in close to the waist. You can exhale there. Realign your arms back up to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, press up. One more time, open. Elbows draw in. Arms aligned to neutral. And press up. Okay, now just keep your arms directly up and place your body weight or your weight into your feet nice and secure with your knees bent. And we are just going to do a pelvic tilt tuck. So my low back is pressing into the mat. I have my tailbone tucked under. Then from here, lift up into bridge. Then as you lower down from your bridge, stay in your pelvic tilt. So tuck, and then release your spine back to neutral. So there's 4 movements. Tuck on 1. Press up on 2. Lower with a tuck on 3. Come back to neutral. 4. 2 more times. Tuck and press and lower and release. 1 more. Tilt. Press up. Lower and release. So now combining, just as we did with our previous pattern, we're not going to do it simultaneously. We'll do this one exercise at a time. So we'll start with the arms. Bend your elbows down into your tricep press, about a 90 degree. Hold this. Pelvic tilt, tuck. Start to open your arms, but your elbows are still staying close to your body. Hold this. Lift up into bridge. Hold your bridge as you extend your arms away from you. Hold that. Lower your hips back down. You're in a tuck. Close your arms together. Keep your abdominals really pulling in to maintain that tuck. Then bring your hips to neutral. One more time. Bend your elbows slowly. Hold and tuck. Let your arms open out to your rotator cuff movement. Hold that. Lift your hips up. Hold that. Extend your arms away. Hold that. Set your hips back down with a tuck. Hold that. Close your arms together. Then release the tuck. Okay, we're going to reverse. So now the legs will go first. So we'll come into our tuck. Hold. Start to slowly bend your elbows. Hold this with the arms as you lift up into bridge. Hold your bridge as you rotate your hands a little wider. Your elbows are still into your waist. Set your hips back down with a tuck. Then extend your arms away. Release the tuck and close your arms together. We'll do this one more time. So we tuck first. Hold it. Scoop your abs in. Start to bend your elbows down slowly. Hold this. Press up. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. Hold that as you rotate your hands wider. Elbows are still in. Lower down into your tuck. Keep your glutes tightened. Extend your arms away from you. Release the tuck, coming to neutral spine, and close your arms together. Okay, how are we doing on your weight? So I want you to check, are you good with what you have? Do you want to try a little heavier? Do you need to go a little lighter? So we have the same movements, but now we need to reverse direction. So we'll start again with the arms first. So the arms are up, make sure they're not over your face, so pull them down. Slowly open your arms out like a butterfly wing. Hold that and do a tuck. Pull your elbows in close to your rib cage. Your hands are still wide. Hold that and lift up into bridge. Bring your hands back to parallel position. It's not very big of a move. Set your hips back down in a tuck. Slowly press up into that arm press. And then bring your pelvis back to neutral. So one more time, the arms move first. They go out into your chest fly. Tuck your pelvis. Pull your elbows in, but your hands stay wide. Lift up into bridge. Bring the hands back to parallel. Lower down from the bridge with a tuck. Press up with those arms. And release the pelvic tilt. All right, let's relax and pause for a moment. So we did the movements one at a time. Arms, legs, or legs, arms. We had 2 directions to go. So now we have to finish this round with the legs moving first and then the arms second with our reverse direction. So start with those arms up. Pelvic tilt first. Hold that. Arms open wide. Hold that. Lift up into bridge. Hold that. Bring your elbows into your midline. Hands are still wide. Hold that. Lower down from your bridge. Keep your tuck. Close your hands to parallel. Release the tuck and press up. Only one more. So we're starting with our tuck first. Push your low back down into the mat. Open your arms wide. Lift up into bridge. If you need to set your weights down, you can do this without any weights. Pull the elbows in. Lower from your bridge, but keep your tuck. Bring your knuckles back up to face the ceiling, parallel hands. Release the tuck and press up. Okay, we're good to put it all together simultaneously. So arms and legs are going to work together. We're going to go the direction of bending our elbows first. So as we start to bend the elbows down, come into your tuck simultaneously. As the arms open, lift up into your bridge. As the arms extend, come down from your bridge. Keep your tuck. As your arms close, release the tuck. So we have 3 more this direction. As you bend your elbows, tuck. As you open your arms, lift up into bridge. As you press the arms away, lower down. Keep your tuck. As you close your arms, release the tuck. 2 more. Bend the elbows and tuck. Open the arms and lift. Extend the arms and lower. Close the arms, release the tuck. 1 more time. Bend and tuck. Open and lift. Extend and lower. Close and release the tuck. Relax. Are you doing okay with your weights? I'm going down from my 5s to my 3s for this final round. This is our last set, 4 repetitions, moving simultaneously, but now we start by opening the arms into our fly first. So arms are up, we're ready. They're not over our face. We've got them in a good plane of movement. You're in neutral spine. As you open your arms into your fly, tuck. As you pull your elbows in, lift up into bridge. As you close the arms to parallel, lower from your bridge. As you press your arms up, release the tuck. 3 more. Open and tuck. Pull in and lift. Align and lower. Press up and release the tuck. 2 more. A lot to think about. Open and tuck. Pull the elbows in as you come into bridge. Realign your hands as you lower. Stay tucked. Press the arms up, releasing the tuck. 1 more time, and I feel like I picked up the pace a little bit, didn't I? So let's go slower. Open your arms wide as you tuck. Oh yes, this is going to make a difference. Lift up into bridge. Pull those elbows in. Align your arms lower. Release the tuck as you press up. All right, let's release those hand weights. And I want you to roll over onto your side. So we are going to give a nice stretch to the pecs, to the chest muscles, and to the shoulders. So roll over, stack your shoulders, stack your knees, and stack your hands right out here in front of your body. So we're going to create a rainbow above the head. So this top arm, whichever one it is for you, start to reach that arm slowly as you bring it above your head. And then you'll start to roll back into a twist and try to get your arms directly out to the sides of your body. Now you might not still be able to touch the floor, or this top knee might pop up, or both knees might pop up. I want you to get into a comfortable position for you. And then reverse that rainbow as you bring that arm back over the head. As you lay back on your side, the hands reconnect. So we've got 3 of these going slow. Trace that arm over. Start to rotate open so that top shoulder is now coming down toward the floor. Pause there for a second, maybe take a breath. Trace it back over. This is a really nice stretch for the pecs, but I want to make sure you're feeling comfortable. And then 1 more on this side. Trace those fingertips above the head. Bring it open. Pause. You might be looking up at the ceiling, or you could be looking toward that back hand. And then trace it all the way back over so you're lying on your side. Okay, so you can either just roll over or turn to face the other side. I'm going to flip the other side so I can still be facing your direction as we do 3 sets on the other side. And I want you to notice if you feel any differences once you get here. And it probably will be in this twist, because we can be a lot different in the range of motion and rotation on one side as we can on the other. So get yourself into position, stack your knees, start to trace this top hand. So if you have shoulder mobilities, you might not be able to touch the floor here. So I want you just to reach as much as you can above the head as you open out into your twist. If your knee pops up, that's okay. Go to your range of motion and then trace it back around. As we restack the hands. 2 more. You might feel a little bit more comfortable with a little something under your head, a little pillow. It can be a little awkward once we come back around to this position, to the start position. My head's a little tipped here. Okay, one more time. Take your time, reach up. And maybe you found that you can go a little bit further each time above your head at that range of motion. And then we'll slowly bring it back around. And then from there, take your time to press yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position. And I'm going to turn with my legs this way. Extend your legs forward. So for you, a comfortable seated position might be to bend your knees a little bit. It might be to take your legs out a little bit wider as we work on a forward fold. A couple different ways we can do this. We can just sit straight up. And if you're feeling tightness behind your hamstrings, then that's it for you today. I just want you to get those sitting bones underneath you, get your pelvis parallel and sit straight up. You might bring your hands behind you and you can use your fingertips to give yourself a little push forward, but I want your back straight, not rounded. And if you have your hands behind you, that'll help your back to stay straight. So you can be here, or you can walk the fingertips out and try to reach forward any amount, again with a straight back. Once you find your edge here, we'll hold 5 slow breaths and really slow them down. And you can use that ujjayi breath, that whisper breath where you're hearing the breath in the back of your throat. It's slightly constricted. With 2 or 3 more breaths, see if you can find a little bit more range and new edge. Let's take one more breath together. And then bring your hands back in. So either still seated or come to a stand as we finish with lateral flexion of the spine. So sitting is okay, sitting in a chair is okay. You can sit in simple cross-leg position or come and stand up. So I'd like to take 3 breaths in our side stretch. So we'll lift our right arm up, inhale. Exhale and side bend, and then pause there. Inhale. A little further. One more inhale. A little further. Then an inhale to come up and an exhale to release that arm. 3 times on the other side. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to side stretch any amount and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Bring the fingertips slightly behind your head. Pull your elbows back. Give yourself a little pressure into your hands. Slightly lift the chin. We'll inhale. Exhale and slightly push those hips forward, extending your spine. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. If you can go back a little further, just analyze that in your body. 1 more breath. Exhale. Inhale to come up and exhale the arms down. So if that felt okay, I want to try it one more time. You can also bring your fingertips here or even in front of the head. But if you bring it behind, you're going to get a little bit of gentle strengthening for the back of your neck. So let's bring the arms up. Inhale, place the fingertips wherever you feel comfortable. Exhale into spinal extension, slightly pressing your head into your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Brace your core. Inhale. Last exhale. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to release your arms. Bring your palms together at heart center. We'll close our eyes one more time briefly and just check in. Noticing how this process and this art of slowing down has affected our mind, our body, our awareness, our focus, our concentration, our control, and our posture. And the peace that resides within me honors the peace in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. As usual, class just zipped by. So if you can stay for a minute and give me some feedback on my question, I'll get our recording shut off here and see how you did today.